There was an assassination attempt against former president and current presidential candidate Donald Trump this past week. And it's been crazy times since then. Apparently, the assassination attempt has enraged the Trump supporters, many of them believing that this act has propelled the president into the White House. It's almost guaranteed right now. Elon Musk tweeted his support for President Trump after this act. But now, as we listen to this more and more, everybody has started getting suspicious. Nobody is buying the banana in the tailpipe routine. Here is the story. Apparently, some 20-year-old kid by the name of Thomas Crooks hated President Trump enough that he climbed onto the roof not too far from where the president was speaking and tried to kill him. 20-year-old Thomas Crooks, who was 16 years old or 15 years old the last time President Trump was in office. So, now that we know that this guy couldn't really have hated Trump that much, we all have to just assume that somebody planned this. Now, who could it be? Here are the choices I think that you have. It's either what people call the deep state, which nobody really knows what that is, but essentially people are saying that corporations run the world and there's money, power, and lobbying that really control everything, including controlling presidents, right? Watch Prison Break. They talk about the deep state in there. So it's either the deep state or it's President Trump and his team as well. As far as I'm concerned, those are the only options. Because there is no benefit to the Democrats. People don't want to vote for Joe Biden, not because Trump is giving them better policies, but it's because Joe Biden is just old. And he looks old. He doesn't remember stuff. He rambles when he speaks. He's old. So whether Trump is there or Trump is not there, Joe Biden is old. And taking Trump out is not going to stop people from not wanting to vote for Joe Biden. And Democrats know that. So I personally don't think it's the Democrats. Now, could it be the deep state, as they say? Well, this is what I think. Would you think that this powerful organization that has taken out presidents in the past, taken out presidents in multiple countries, couldn't take out a presidential candidate if they wanted to? Do you really think that the deep state would have to send a 20-year-old to go and potentially miss, as they're trying to make us believe that he did? They didn't have to do that. They have the money and resources. They own all the agencies, right? They own the police force. With all this money and power that the deep state has, they send a 20-year-old kid. Come on, people. It's not even real. That's not real. If they wanted to take him out, they could take him out. They wouldn't miss if they really wanted to. So I don't believe that theory. That is just a BS theory that the Trump camp and his supporters are pushing. Now, I think there's another potential argument that you could make in the deep state theory, and here it is. A threat. Now that's something I could believe. If maybe they wanted Trump to push a certain policy, or they wanted Trump to select a specific person to be his vice president and he was refusing, and then they did that as a threat, just to let him know, hey, listen, doesn't matter where you are, we can get to you. And this is just proof that we can do that. And there'll be no evidence pointing back to us. So if you tell me that the deep state wasn't trying to take him out, but they were just trying to threaten him, then okay, maybe I can believe that. But I can't believe that the deep state would want to take him out and they would fail. I'm sorry. They wouldn't. Snipers, really good snipers, can take anybody out. And they wouldn't just put all their eggs in one 20-year-old basket. Now, a more convincing theory is that it was planned by the Trump camp themselves. That one is what I really believe it was. Yes, Trump is leading in the polls, but he has all these legal issues that he's dealing with. He needs to raise more money. And leading in the polls doesn't mean anything. He was leading in the polls before and didn't win, right? He's still a very divisive figure. Some people love him, some people hate him, right? Now, after this happened, there seemed to be a lot of unity around him. But let's look at the event itself. When the shots were fired, it didn't really seem like there was a lot of fear among the people that were standing behind him. They stayed there the whole time. They didn't run away. That whole area behind President Trump did not clear out. They were still there. And I think you've seen on the internet, there's a few images of people, like there was a lady that was sitting there filming the moment the shots went off. The moment the shots went off, she pulled out her camera and started filming him. And the moment the shots went off, he went down to the ground and she started filming him. Doesn't that feel like just somebody collecting footage to use on his Instagram or Twitter later? Somebody that's part of his social media team? And the part that really makes it unbelievable to me is when he gets up, right? This is after somebody tried to kill him. We don't know if it's one person, two people, three people. We don't know how many people are in the audience or somewhere with scopes pointed at him. He gets up, reveals his face fully to the entire media with the bloody ear, right? Raises a fist and stands there for like 10 to 15 seconds with the potential danger of a sniper still being around to take him out. And the Secret Service let him do this. Secret Service, doesn't matter if he says, I want to do this. They shouldn't have let him do that. They should have dragged him out of there. That's their job, to keep him alive. But he opened his face, revealed it, and they just listened to him. Is that normal? Have you ever seen anything like that? Remember when there was an attempt on Ronald Reagan? The Secret Service pretty much threw him into the car. They threw him into the car. That's what they're supposed to do. And that money shot of him standing there with his fists in the air was right in front of the American flag. I guess there was somebody in the audience that was able to get that perfect angle to get that money shot of him with the bloody ear in front of the flag. It just seemed staged, people. It just seemed staged. And he comes out after to the RNC convention with a bandage, a huge, massive bandage on his ear, which, let's face it, you don't need that big of a bandage for your ear. And then everybody else is wearing it on their ear. So it's all theater. It doesn't seem real. It all seems like theater. And we'll find out. You know, in today's world, you can't keep this kind of stuff quiet forever. We'll find out. Because there's no way a 20-year-old kid would hate him enough to want to kill him. There's no way. Like, this kid was a nerd. So somebody else was up to it. I don't believe it's a deep state, because a deep state would not miss. So only time will tell. But I think the former NBC star, Donald Trump, put on an amazing production. But I could be wrong. We'll just have to wait and see.